The Rabbit and the Tortoise. Part 1. The Poison of Pride. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. There was once a beautiful green forest, full of life and harmony. Every creature lived according to the nature Allah had given them. In this forest lived a rabbit, famous for his speed, agility, and sharp movements. He was proud of himself, too proud. The rabbit believed his speed made him superior to everyone else. In the same forest lived a tortoise. He was slow, quiet, and patient. He never rushed, never argued, and never mocked others. He believed that everything happens by the will of Allah and that patience is a blessing. One day, the rabbit was hopping joyfully when he noticed the tortoise moving slowly along the path. The rabbit burst into laughter. "Oh, tortoise! Are you walking or standing still? At this speed, the sun will set before you reach anywhere." The tortoise calmly replied, "Allah has created everyone differently. Speed is not everything." The rabbit laughed even louder. "Different? If this is talent, then I wonder what weakness looks like." Other animals were watching. Some felt uncomfortable, but no one dared to speak. Pride had filled the rabbit's heart, and pride makes a person blind. The tortoise felt hurt, but he stayed silent. He remembered the words of Allah. Indeed, Allah is with those who are patient. Quran. Later that day, the rabbit made an announcement in front of everyone. "I challenge the tortoise to a race. Let everyone see who is truly better." The forest went silent. All eyes turned to the tortoise. After a moment of thought, the tortoise said, "If this race happens, let it be fair. And let our intention be clean. Allah does not like arrogance." The rabbit smirked. "Don't worry. I'll win before you even begin." A long path was chosen, and the elders of the forest set the rules. Whoever reached the end first would be the winner. That night, the tortoise raised his head toward the sky and made dua. "O Allah, grant me patience and protect my heart from pride. Whatever the result, let it be good." Meanwhile, the rabbit laughed with his friends. "Tomorrow will be easy. I might even take a nap." His heart was full of arrogance, the same disease that destroyed Iblis. The next morning, the race began. As soon as the signal was given, the rabbit ran like the wind. Within moments, he was far ahead. He looked back and saw the tortoise still moving slowly. The rabbit laughed and said to himself, "There's plenty of time. Let me rest for a while." And at that very moment, pride whispered a dangerous lie into his heart. The forest was silent as the race continued. The rabbit, confident and relaxed, lay down beneath a large tree. The cool shade felt comforting. He stretched his legs and smiled to himself. "I've already won," he thought. "Why rush?" Slowly, his eyes closed. Meanwhile, far behind, the tortoise continued walking, step by step, breath by breath. His legs were tired, and the path felt endless. Every step was a struggle, yet he did not stop. He whispered to himself, "Allah sees every step." The sun rose higher. Heat filled the forest. Sweat covered the tortoise's face, but his heart remained firm. He remembered. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Quran. Some animals watched quietly. A few felt sorry for the tortoise. "Why doesn't he give up?" one whispered. "Because he trusts Allah," another replied. Under the tree, the rabbit slept peacefully. Time passed. The shade moved. The breeze softened. The rabbit dreamed of victory, of praise, of being admired. But life does not stop for dreams. The tortoise continued forward. His shell felt heavy. His feet burned. Still, he walked. He did not look at the rabbit. He did not think about winning. He focused only on continuing. Step. Pause. Step again. Hours passed. Slowly, quietly, the tortoise reached the place where the rabbit was sleeping. He saw him lying there, smiling in his sleep. The tortoise stopped for a moment. He could have laughed. He could have mocked him. But he didn't. He lowered his head and said softly, "O Allah, guide us away from arrogance." Then he kept walking. As the sun began to lower, the rabbit suddenly woke up. He stretched and yawned. What a refreshing nap. He looked around, and his smile faded. The tortoise was nowhere to be seen. For the first time, fear entered the rabbit's heart. Impossible. He's too slow. The rabbit jumped up and ran with full speed. His heart pounded. His breath grew heavy. Ahead, in the distance, he saw something that shocked him. The tortoise was close to the finish line. The rabbit ran faster than ever before, but panic weakened his steps. The tortoise kept moving. Slow. Steady. Focused. The finish line was near. The forest was completely silent as the tortoise took slow but steady steps toward the finish line. His legs were tired, and his breath was heavy. But his heart was calm and full of faith. The animals watched quietly, their eyes wide with hope and respect. The rabbit was running as fast as he could, but fear and regret filled his heart. He remembered how he laughed at the tortoise. How he mocked him for being slow. How he forgot that every gift from Allah is a test, not a reason to be proud. As the tortoise got closer to the finish line, the rabbit ran with all his strength, but it was too late. The tortoise crossed the finish line first. A wave of silence washed over the forest, then slowly the animals began to cheer. The tortoise had won, not because he was fast, but because he never gave up. The rabbit arrived seconds later, his chest heaving and his head bowed low. He approached the tortoise and said softly, "I was wrong to be proud and careless. I laughed at you and forgot the lessons Allah teaches us. Please forgive me." The tortoise smiled kindly and replied, "True strength is not in speed but in patience, humility, and faith. Allah rewards those who are steadfast." The rabbit felt tears well up in his eyes. He said, "I forgot that every blessing is from Allah, and that pride is a trap that leads to failure. From today, I will be humble and patient." The animals cheered louder, inspired by the lesson they had all witnessed. From that day on, the rabbit and the tortoise became good friends. The rabbit learned to respect others and trust in Allah's wisdom. The tortoise became a symbol of patience and perseverance for all the forest creatures. Islamic lessons from the story. Pride blinds the heart and causes loss. Patience and humility are true strengths. Allah tests us with our blessings. We must remain thankful and humble. Consistent effort and faith lead to success, no matter how slow the progress. Final words. Remember, life is not always about being the fastest or the strongest. Sometimes, it is about being patient, kind, and humble. Allah loves those who try their best and keep their hearts pure. So, whenever you feel proud or think you are better than others, remember the story of the rabbit and the tortoise. Choose patience over pride. Choose humility over arrogance. And always trust that Allah is with the patient.